Vainglorious. Good morning, people. Well, it's morning over here, and it's probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock or midnight over there. Hope somebody's here. Frank, what up? What time is it over there? What up, what up, what up? Excuse me. Peace. He said how they treat you. Shit, I'm treating myself. What up, what up? They too young to remember traveling, Matt. It's 6:30. Okay, the game's still on. It's Monday here already. It's still Sunday. How's the denim? That shit is overrated, man. I wouldn't see that shit. I mean, it feels different to the touch, but you have jet lag. Yeah, a little bit. I've been sleeping. I slept on the plane, but when I got here, it was nighttime, which meant if it was nighttime here, that mean it was like, put it this way, when I got here, it was like 3 a.m. in America. So my body was already shutting down, and I still had to go through customs and all of that type of shit. It took like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours just to get out the airport. When you land, how's the food? It's good. It looks a lot like New York City. It's like New York on steroids. Yeah, it's like New York City on steroids. That's the only way I could describe it. I was at a place called Shibuya Crossing yesterday, and I believe it's called Shibuya Crossing is because when the light change and they give you the signal for everybody to cross the street, everybody crosses the street at one time. Imagine like 10,000, maybe 15,000 people. Imagine like 10 or 12,000 people crossing the street at once. It's crazy. I filmed it though. Y'all gonna see it. Max B got shot at in Rochester. DC Black punch in the air. Why would he be punching the air? DC Blacks is poor. PA Dre, you didn't get back to me about that release date, that Thanksgiving release date. What are you even over there? I'm eating regular food. I mean, they serve a lot of pork and shit over here, so I'm eating seafood. I had the noodles. Them noodles that they be selling us in a cup, them cup of noodles. That's like a knockoff of the real thing and shit. The real ramen noodles, they're kind of like thick. They definitely fill you up. I've eaten some crepes. Crepes is like it's like a rolled up pancake or some shit like that. Only thing mine had smoked salmon and cheese, smoked salmon, and a bunch of other fly shit in it. He said that's major. Them overseas trips do something to your soul. How's the pace? Did you see any other nationalities? Every black person that I've seen, let me see. Every black person that I seen came and took a picture with me, like they were stopping me on the streets. This is an interesting picture right here that I took yesterday. This is at a polo store. I didn't go to a regular polo store. I went, this is like a polo boutique. I went thrifting yesterday. I went and got some low from the thrift shop. So I got some rare low that they probably ain't never been in America, but I got it from the thrift shop. They got thrift shops out here that's crazy as hell. Like it's a collector's heaven. Anything that you could imagine that came out, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, they might have it on the shelves. But these guys right here, this is a very interesting experience right here. Very interesting experience. I was walking down the street and I heard Dr. Dre. I heard Dr. Dre's music and I'm like, uh-oh, I hear hip hop. So I looked and across the street was these guys. As you can see, one of them got on a FUBU sweatshirt, him. The other one got on a Scully that says Compton. And they're driving a 6'4" with the switches on it and the Daytons and shit. Hold on. So hip hop is alive and well over here. And I knew that these was my people. I'm like, okay, I hear hip hop. I went over and I started talking to these cats. We took flicks and they was filling me in on where the good food is. This is basically like meeting a translator on the streets. They were 100% consumed by American culture. Once they found out who I was, they hadn't heard of me. They didn't know who I was. But when I told them who I was and they looked it up on YouTube and shit like that, they was out of their mind. They was out of their mind. And they wanted to know, they asked me, had I ever been to Compton and shit like that? And I told them, yeah, I'd been there before. And they was like, what it was like. I was like, I didn't hang there. So we talked about Big U. They knew about Big U, all of that type of shit. But real Japanese hip hoppers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at their posture. They not posers. They with it. This cat right here, he's from Nigeria. I was walking down the street and he seen my clothes, mainly my sneakers and shit. He seen my sneakers and he ran me down like, yo, what's up? Where you from? As soon as I seen he was black, I'm like, oh, we gotta take some pictures and shit. So I ran into some black people. They were from Nigeria. They was from the United Kingdom. I seen some black Americans in the airport. Don't ever think that you're the only one that think this thinking. For whatever reason, I felt that I had got the bright idea to go to Japan, and it was other niggas on the air, on the flight too. Americans. I was sitting next to a guy from Cincinnati, and on the other side of me was a chick from Michigan. And I told them, I said, y'all think that they put us by each other for a reason? Let me see what I got here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's me in business class right there. You in a recliner. You got a remote control. You got a television in front of you. You got the arm swing up, and it's a TV in front of you. I watched American Gangster, and I watched the Frank Abagnale story. It's called Catch Me Now. You Can Catch Me Now. It's about a fucking con artist. I love that movie. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. I watched that joint. And you can't really see her, but she's next to me. That's a chick from Michigan, and on the other side of me is a guy from Cincinnati, Ohio. Mm, that's enough. Let me take these down. Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, I watched that on the flight and shit. I was pretty much just sleeping on the flight. Whenever I got up, it was a meal in front of me. Before you board to come, before you board, when you booking your flight, when you at home still, they send you the menu and you pick out your meals and shit. This is just for business class. You pick out the meals and the desserts and the breakfasts that you're gonna have and shit, and they had that shit there for you. They bring you some slippers, they bring you a pillow, they bring you a nice blanket, and you just be like kicking it like this and shit. So that's how my flight was spent coming over. Jesse Smollett is a political prisoner. Journalism at its finest. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's black people everywhere. Let me see if I got more pictures in here of more black people. This is me in Shibuya. This is Shibuya right here. This is a shopping district and shit. As you can see, my feet are. I wear a size 12. I struck out yesterday twice on the Nike boots. I would have had them. The Nike boots that was out in 1991 with the teal and the pink, and y'all know the Nike boots I'm talking about. They got them over here. I couldn't fit them. It was a sneaker store called Atmos. Atmos is a sneaker store that they got in Philadelphia, and I struck out there. But I'm going to Roppongi today on another polo expedition. They got all of the. I was in one of them upscale malls yesterday where they have all of that Virgil shit like that. I was in a Virgil store yesterday, Virgil Abloh. It was the off-white store. They had all kind of fly shit in there. I didn't come over here to be fucking up no money or nothing like that, but it was nice to see it or experience it and shit like that. The skate boots, the Ballatoro, that's the name of them. They had green, brown, and navy blue, and they had that popular pair that's teal, pink, and orange, I believe. Those are the ones I had. I had them in my hand and everything. And I went up to the counter, and they only had 11. Is it worth it to fly business class? Of course. The thing about business class is it's not so much about the experience, it's about the mind frame that it puts you in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's up there in business class, they got Rolexes, they got laptops that fold out and shit like that. It was a guy next to me, well, in the next row, he had a laptop, he opened it up, and then it opened up like a book. After he sat it up, it opened up like a book has pages, like it folded out. So I'm seeing a new technology. It just gives you an idea of that what you are worthy of. So we black, we shouldn't accept or expect the ordinary. Keep rising to the top. The trifecta has really been working. I'm starting to see the difference. Thank you. About to get my passport soon. Get it, man. The world is yours. Let me see if I got anything else for y'all. That's the Japanese yen right there. That's the yen. I went to the currency exchange as soon as I touched down. I got fistfuls of this. Right now, currently, the American dollar, USD, is worth more than the Japanese yen. So when you go to the currency exchange, they're going to set it out for you. But that's what it looked like. Hold on. I didn't know when I bought these. These are the Air Force 3s. that I posted on this channel about a week or so ago. I seen people in the comments like Nego designed those. I didn't even know who Nego was. And I didn't even know that it said Nego Force on the back of my shoe. Like the other one that I had picked up to put on the video, it said Nike Force. So I didn't even know that this shit said Nego until I got over here. Nego is a Japanese designer. I stepped out on the streets with these fucking sneakers and shit, and motherfuckers was going crazy and shit. Like, oh my God, he got the Negos and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is Nego? And you know what I'm saying? His name was on the back of them. So he's the one that designed these, and that's the reason that they have so many colors. This is a limited edition release. But when I bought them, I didn't know that. I just was buying a sneaker. This is outside the Creeps restaurant and shit. This is breakfast time. As you see, I got on my Fashion Bomb Couture sweats. You can go get those from my website, fashionbomb.com. Those are my sweats. I designed those. These have, the font has different colors, pink, teal, purple, just like the sneakers, so it all went together. And of course, I got on the Stadium jacket from 1992. This is a rare catch, something that I just pulled out the tub. Live it up, man. Like, this platform is predicated, I told y'all many times, hip hop, sports, and fashion, so I set it out for y'all. I got some shit too. I should have brought my bags down here and let y'all see what I got from the thrift store, but whatever the case, we'll get to it. All right, let y'all see this. This whole lobby is made out of glass, and this lobby right here, I'm in the hotel lobby. The lobby is on the 16th floor. The lobby is on the 16th floor, so I'm in the lobby, but as you can see, these skyscrapers and shit, you know what I'm saying? You can tell that I'm really, really high up. But surrounded by skyscrapers, there's people on the move. Like I said, it's Monday here. And I think it's still Sunday where y'all at. I passed these out. Y'all can go get this from my website, therealdribble.com. This is one of my new drops. I passed these out over here. He said, Nego is from Babes. Okay. That fashion is an international language and you speak it into them loud and clear. Yeah, it's Sunday, 6:40. It's Monday morning here. That's crazy, right? It looks like Times Square. If I could, I would live stream from the streets, like when I'm out in the public and shit like that, but the frequencies change. There's so much industry, and they tell you whenever you see a lot of construction sites in a city, that means the city is growing. It's nothing but cranes and shit surrounding this building. They're everywhere. All of these buildings are so high. In Japan, they don't build wide landscape. They don't build wide structures. They build up. So most buildings here are skyscrapers. At nighttime, you see these red lights on top of all of the buildings. These red lights be blinking and shit. Those red lights are so the airplanes that be flying over the head, coming from the airport and shit like that, can see these buildings and not crash into one of these buildings and shit. Like when the airline pilots come into Japan, they have to be up a little bit higher because you got these fucking skyscrapers everywhere and shit. So would that mean we were behind? Yeah. Real content here instead of paperwork. I, for the most part, never understood why y'all didn't classify my platform into another class. Some years ago, you don't see it as much anymore, but you used to see people putting carrots in my chat, the same way that y'all see the basketballs. People used to be putting carrots in my chat. One of my alter egos was Carrots Bourdain. And that was, I took the moniker Bourdain from Anthony Bourdain. He passed away. I think he might have committed suicide, but he used to travel to different countries. Since I've been on the Real Gully TV, I've taken you guys to Antigua. I've taken y'all to Dubai. I've taken y'all to Jamaica. I've taken y'all to Brixton. I've taken y'all to South London. I've taken y'all to Paris, France. Puerto Rico, and I think Switzerland, and now Japan. The next stop is probably gonna be Africa, Morocco or something like that. But it was always my intent to establish myself as an international media platform. This ain't just no United States thing and shit like that. So, and I have that much more motivation to continue to take it to this level because ain't nobody else doing it. You are the example that young men you should look at, not whack 100. Are you able to maintain your healthy eating regimen for a while in Japan? Yeah, these people healthy as a motherfucker. Like, let me show you something. You see this? This are Lifesavers creams. I would never eat these in America. I don't eat candy in America, but I brought this with me because one of my pimp homies, the pimps is over here too. One of my pimp homies told me, he said, you're gonna need some sugar when you get where you're going because they don't have sugar in their diet all like that. Japanese diva, I don't wanna put the camera on her. Japanese diva, she just walked by, stepping. But I would never be eating candy in the United States and shit, but I've had these and I've had to, throw them back a little bit because their diet is so clean. They don't have a bunch of fried foods. You can get it. It's tea. Everything is tea. I haven't had any regular juice since I've been over here. I've been drinking the teas, the different teas on purpose. The vegetables are steamed. The rice is what it is. I've been eating with chopsticks. I film myself out and about, so when I get back to my video editing software, I'll be able to put something together for y'all, like a little collage, so y'all see my days and shit like that. But I didn't film myself eating any food because it was so good. As soon as I got on there, as soon as my plate came, I just put it down. Who told you that? Rody Mac? Yeah, that's one of Rody's monikers, Tokyo Rody Mac. He done been over here several times. Different quality of content. I'm gonna tell you something else, right? When I step out of this hotel into the world, I breathe in some of the cleanest air I've had. I don't know what the altitude is here, but as soon as the air hits you, it's like, boom. You know that you breathe in some of the best quality air that you've ever had in your life. Like, this is not breathing in air in the United States. The United States, the smog regulations and shit like that, the industry, they don't care about what the fuck they put in the atmosphere. You don't see no fucking smog here. It ain't, I'm in a goddamn skyscraper right now. You don't see no fucking smog or nothing like that. Like, everything's perfectly clear. You see that tower? I'm going to that tower later on today and shit. I'm gonna take pics and shit like that over there. I forget the name of it. But keeping it Gully, man. Make sure y'all Subscribe to the channel so y'all don't miss anything. The air looks different. Shador just threw his first touchdown. That's what's up. Fresh air, fresh lungs, clean mind. Yeah, I'm over here chilling, man. I got the low with me. I got the low with me. Can you see yourself living out there? It's racism here. I peeped it when we first got here. I'm glad you mentioned that, so we're going to talk about that. I had to compose myself twice in the airport. I wanted to punch this cat. I just pictured myself in a Japanese prison. So, I've never encountered people that worked at customs that were polite. People that work at customs in every country I've been to, they all had a fucked up attitude. But I detected racism from the men. The women, they're very polite. Some of the men, a person don't have to speak for you to know that they're racist. They don't. You can just tell by their, the energy, their body. You can just tell. You can just tell. And I immediately, as soon as we got here in the airport, as soon as we touched down, we was all going through customs together. Everybody that was on the plane together, we all going through customs together. And you could just see that there were certain people that looked at us through disgust. Like I said, it was about 4 black Americans on the plane with me. And we was kind of like seated together, so we went to baggage claim together. Like we was rolling together. I never understood how people could just be racist towards black people for no reason. And this goes on all over the world. That tells me that we're chosen. We the chosen ones. That's all I get out of that. There's no other reason why that should be like that. Their women lust for us. Women are enamored by alpha men. They threatened by black men when near their women. It's like a black person dropped an atomic bomb over there. I seen some Japanese looking niggas when I was out yesterday. I seen a nigga that looked just like me, said he had slanted eyes. I'm like, he gotta be a military baby. They get fresh over here. I'm over here soaking it all up. I'm not gonna stay on here much longer with y'all. I've been here about 30 minutes. I gotta make some phone calls. I hope y'all appreciated everything that I shared this morning. My passport still got about 7 more months on it. I'm gonna have to renew it soon. They don't give out passport stamps anymore. If you was able to accumulate some stamps, that was something that we used to boast about, how many passport stamps we had. I think mine maxed out at like about 14 stamps, but they don't give out stamps anymore. That's over with. And get your passport, man. Black man is God, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, God of the universe. All of this is for us. So get your chips up. Make sure you maintain in good health. And detachment. Let's talk about that briefly before I get out of here. This guy that I've been doing business with since I launched Gully TV in Atlanta in 2004, 2005, he hit me up, and when he seen that I was overseas, and he was like, man, you was always on a different level and shit. He met me when I was younger and shit. He was like, even when you was young, like, you was always on a different level and shit. And he was like, it's just amazing for me to see the level that you took Gully TV to, because he was around when I was just starting to film. And he asked me what it was that I did that helped me get into the position that I'm in. It was detachment. It was detachment. It was detachment. It was detachment. Look at the people around you. And this is, I believe it's a mental illness. There will be people around you that pose themselves to be friends, family, or associates, but they don't even like you. They will steal your ideas. They will wish bad upon you. You can't escalate to where you want to be in life until you make this separation. So I told my man, I said, I feel the success and pursuing your divine destiny is a solo trip. I said, it's a solo trip. And once I totally erase that which I consider to be a social circle, and I'm not saying that nobody was holding me up. It's just, it's probably all of the bad vibes and all of the bad thoughts and all of the, they be wishing you to do bad. Like when you had that shit around you. In a nutshell, rose can't grow amongst weeds. So get away from the weeds and don't be afraid, or don't feel no type of way about cutting anybody off. If somebody not moving correctly, we got intuition for a reason. If you got that friend who ain't carrying it like they supposed to, if you got family members who not carrying it like they supposed to, do not hesitate to step the fuck off. That's all I can say to you. That's what I did. Once I became solo, the sky's the limit. I gotta get up out of here. I got work to do. I hope y'all understand what I just told y'all about detachment. I gotta go. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Hello. And I'm about to go drink some water with some lemon in it. I got my black seed oil with me. I got my oregano oil with me. I'm about to put all of that into my body and get my day started. Peace from the dribble. I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. I'm out.